Very interesting.
Huh?
What? You didn't see it? There's a book called Mind Control in the Blood Classroom. Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the Mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey!
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with lots of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
Like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy, and she just took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being cruel, asshole.
So...
The students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once.
Huh.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in a trap. And after being overcome by the despair she created. You know, when I think about it now, Junko is a really good villain. She took her own life. And Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is her enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings that we're involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Huh. You totally know about that story, huh? You have a problem with that? Well, I really don't want you to read the manga version, so I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting!
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character out. Not making sense again.
Well now. Yaha!
Can we go in the... Oh, we're here now.
Based on my gut feeling.
I feel like someone's getting closer.
So...
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut!
Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. What the heck? The mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Ooh, hello, information. Nani? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Ooh. Aha. The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If there are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabrock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Excluding Chiaki, which was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us. What does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabrock Island? If the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off remembering not remembering the memories we've lost. The ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. The research facility on Jabrock Island. The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility.
Maybe... Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Chuko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko Enoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. By remnants of despair, are they talking about the hand that Nagito had? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. It's pretty much all out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair. List of subjects. The Hyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked much more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. The photo in this newspaper. In a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Sayonji here. And Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong!
Hyoko is the family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister than a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Nani?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead.
Today, I'm feeling white!
Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? Is this the truth? Huh?
Hey, hey! This is bad!
Did that experiment change Hyoko's body?
What's going on?
It's better not have to do anything with time travel. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. Yeah, I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura. The founder of Hope Peak Academy and this name is Izuru Kamakura. Next stage. What's this? Confidential. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. We have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no information to report. We will continue with the investigation once they are discovered. We shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
What's this?
My Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. What's with this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. What the heck? Hello?
it smells... Based on my gut feeling.
Well,
You're both?
Yo! You.
This is weird. Are we walking on our heads or something? Library. Byakuya's favorite room. The Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Neigi. Oh, hello. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Take calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to this world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy, you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately, return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Huh? Oh, we're here now.
No.
Neo World Program. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows the subject to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing this device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair.
Nice!
Neo World program. So we can explore the dorms now?
Hiya!
By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Looking forward to it. What? Oh. What the fuck? Am I in the Matrix? Hello, Sonia.
Well?
I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. Oh my god, I'm in the Matrix. What is this? Nani? Welcome to the Neo World program. Person? One person is talking to me. I'm not quite a person, I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me alter ego. That isn't the name my master gave me when he created me. But what are you? Alter ego? Artificial intelligence program? I'm the master program behind Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. It's that feeling from earlier again. Just floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. You should know, right? Where is this place? What is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island city space was restored. If I have to answer your question, where is this place, the answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears the space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know what the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. It's a missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. The fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world, I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't prove that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? For this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher have? The teacher creates the rules of the world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its identity. That function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like I was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back to when I have complete control, but even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. He's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressively artificial intelligence the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means the supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? What the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. Well, how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly bought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program was installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? The only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Uh-huh. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit? If it overtook an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey! Come on now!
Even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you.
How strange.
If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes a relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses the joint operation of the situation. Oh my god, this pronoun sentence. Thank god. Death. Hello? Is that Makoto? I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? But since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected it. Such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? I know. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin is supposed to open after you all finish gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys are supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was broken. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that password in the place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagita, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in the dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair until using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. In the worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Even the teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Uh-huh.
Say what?
What was that weirdness just now? Nothing really.
Anyway.
If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. About that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all, to your best. But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Oh boy.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
Nani? Hey, I'm level 50, sweet. This place?
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up until now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this place is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations. You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally came back to this place. To the graduation exam site, within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
you.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
Phew!
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed!
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words...
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then,
Then the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there an event that's kinda like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious.
No, no, no!
I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to pee bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if you vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude here.
No way!
But you don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be? It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway...
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your vote, majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is, you said, you're waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who were involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. You just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that!
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat him like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories.